So it's the day after Memorial Day. I'm in a relatively quiet side street on a bike lane. So I thought I'd just share something while I bike along, which is that yesterday was Memorial Day, and we, of course, shared a bunch of meaningful Memorial Day articles on elephantjournal.com. If you don't know Elephant, it's an independent website with journalism ethics underlying the personal stories and sort of helpful advice that we generally share, and anyone can post on it. elephantjournal.com/post. It's that easy. And we have no problem with disagreement. We have millions and millions among our 13 million social media fans of folks who identify as MAGA or Republican, which are two different things. And we just don't go in for hate or lies. So we share all these articles on Memorial Day, and we often criticize Donald Trump, and we're fine with disagreement and discussion. We're not fine with hate or lies or any of that. So that's sort of our line. But we're totally fine with people correcting us or thinking differently. We're not okay with different facts, basically. Facts are just facts because they're true. Like, you drop an apple and it falls, and that's related to gravity, and that's related to science. And, you know, from a spiritual point of view, our approach is empathy, openness, learning, not holding on to be perfect, trying, and the most important word I think in the elephant land is caring. So often we get comments, and this is the point of this little video, about how we're disrespecting the flag or how we're not patriots or we should move out of the US. So often when we post these articles, like I'm just another liberal patriot, we get criticism. We get told to F off or leave the country if we don't love it. Well, my love, like any healthy relationship, is rooted in hopefully honesty and courage to be honest in a respectful way, which is a journalism ethic. We don't just criticize in a rude, generalized way, like, you're a jerk. That doesn't really say anything. We have to be specific, and we have to be respectful. So in a democracy, patriotism looks like this. Patriotism looks like rah, rah, yay, yay, I love this country. Or it looks like respectful criticism, because as with a friendship or relationship, we want what is best ultimately. So in a democracy, patriotism looks like protecting democracy. There's no greater patriotism than our veterans, our service members defending democracy against fascism. And the Constitution notes that that defense must be against foreign or domestic adversaries. And while, you know, Trump is American and Trumpers are generally American, he is advocating against democratic principles, against the Constitution, which he's actually said he could or should be able to lift or get rid of temporarily in certain circumstances. Now, we all know what we think about Trump for or against, but I'll just note that whether we're conservative or liberal or a Trumper, Trumpers are not conservative in my view. So one of the many democratic principles is we advocate for change, not through violence, but through protecting and caring for and participating in the electoral process. So to be clear, this is not a call for violence. What Elephant is doing by sharing what is happening, what Trump is doing to our health, to our economy, to our democratic principles and institutions and freedoms, what we are doing is urgent, and many, many others are doing it and far better and bigger. But we care, and we deal with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hateful comments and bots and just craziness. And we keep going because we care. And what we care about is protecting democracy in this incredibly vulnerable time, because the Achilles heel of democracy is it can be used to elect an anti-democratic leader, and that is what has happened. And I think objectively, even if you love Trump, you view him as sort of a bully or a dictator or a strongman or a powerful person who will get what you want done. So what I am requesting in this last paragraph of this long diatribe is participation. Elephant has 13 million fans on social and millions of readers, but we are only able to bring folks together around caring, fact-based conversation. People who disagree but can do so agreeably or respectfully. We're only able to do it if you participate. And right now, independent media is getting killed by Facebook, etc. They smother and suppress links. So when you go to elephantjournal.com, when you go to elephantjournal.com/best and get our free newsletter, when you go to elephantjournal.com/post and write something and share it, you keep independent media alive. But more importantly, you keep respectful conversation, community, caring, facts alive. So please get in.